Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Anonymous, and in this channel, we talk about gang stalking. We talk about the reality of gang stalking, about the psychological effects that the target has. We talk about the tactics and everything pretty much. We also talk about my experience with gang stalking. In this video, I want to talk to you about the true nature of gang stalking and why this channel might appear boring to some people. So whenever anyone talks about gang stalking, this is the only channel that actually has this perspective of gang stalking, that explains to you the actual psychological manipulation of the target, how the target is actually made to hear voices, how they're made to believe that they're getting followed, how they're made to believe that they're being monitored, even when they're by themselves. And other channels, tend to gear more towards the more sensational explanations. And let me tell you, I believe those other explanations. I believe that there was some type of V2K technology. I believe that the gang stalkers had somehow access to my phone. I believe that all these things. I believe these things. And the fact that this channel is based on the reality of it, I know for a fact that there is no technology involved in gang stalking. I have experienced it, and I have experienced it the last week. I experienced it, and because of that experience, I was able to even find out more things that I didn't know before. Now, there is something. Well, due to the lack of sensationalism, to the lack of technology, of these outrageous explanations to the experience of the target, this channel is never going to have a lot of views. And it is because the reality is much more boring than believing that there's some type of technology. But I came into this channel promising you the truth. It is not my perspective. It is not because that's what I believe. It is because it is what gang stalkers have demonstrated me. So I have come to these conclusions via observations, via listening. I have learned how to differentiate between auditory hallucinations and what people say. One thing that happens to the target when getting gang stalked is that the target becomes incredibly sensitive to what everyone says. So that's one of the things that will further drive the target crazy, is that when people whisper amongst themselves, the target hears it. Like, the target's ears become so sensitive. And I'm gonna tell you this, when you literally feel your ears kind of vibrating, and a lot of times it's a mixture of the thought that you have in your head and a single word. So the gang stalkers, even though when they're close to you, they can tell you complete sentences. And whenever the gang stalkers are further away, they just have to say one word, and then your mind, depending on the thought that is in your head, begins creating the rest of the narrative. The gang stalkers do not need to push an entire story, but they can, and they have done it. And the proof of that is that whenever I'm hearing a story, right, or I'm being told a narrative, gang stalkers literally play along the narrative. They know when the end of the narrative is. And and that's why they're able to play along. And the gang stalkers know that your mind is in a receptive mode, so they can literally just say things, and they know that you're gonna hear them as thoughts. You hear them as their voice sometimes. So this channel, I know it's not gonna get a lot of views. I know it. It might. But my approach to this is to make as many videos as possible every day and make the entire gang stalking operation as clear as water. But I'm not gonna change for right now the emoji that I'm wearing on my face. I'm not gonna change it because I already told this you guys once, but there's so many new viewers, that I feel like it's necessary for me to repeat it. The reason it is because, well, as you know, I am homeless, and I do not always have the perfect light. I will not be, kept up. I literally woke up not too long ago, and I'm not gonna have the best angles. And believe it or not, I care about what I look like to you guys. So right now, I am simply wearing this because it is easier. I can literally just wake up. I do not have to get ready and then just bang, record the videos, get them out. And I'm not sure if this emoji would work. Would you prefer me to wear a mask? Would a mask be more believable? What do you think? I wouldn't mind changing what I'm doing now into, instead of using a mask. It would actually be easier because then I could just use the regular camera. And this app sometimes gives me limitations, and it makes it a little bit tougher sometimes to record. So yeah, the reason that I'm doing this, it is out of convenience, because I don't have to get ready. I don't have to do anything special. I can just wake up, set the filter on, and then just boom, begin recording. And yeah, so I mean, I'm sorry if you don't trust an emoji an Apple created face, but I wouldn't mind just like wearing a mask, like whatever. But yeah, I do care about what you guys believe and about what you guys feel. But regardless of what you guys might like, there's things that I have to I have to stick to some things, to some principles, such as staying anonymous for right now. Maybe I might change that later. And the truth. So regardless of any of how you guys feel, I will always tell you the truth, And well, yeah. This channel will never be sensational because I'm never gonna be covering. I already covered direct energy weapons. I already covered what I believed in regards to the direct energy weapons. But that's possibly the only time I'm gonna cover them, because honestly, the time that I was going over that guide that spoke about direct energy weapons, I felt like I was just wasting time, because I knew that information was not helping anyone. That information was not helping targets, and that's the purpose of this channel, to help you guys, target or not, to understand the true nature of gang stalking. How it is a lot more sinister than the actual beliefs of direct energy weapons. There is so much manipulation in it, It is, the goal is literally an utter destruction of the person in every single way and form that a person can possibly be destroyed. So yeah, you might not find this fascinating, and I might not get a lot of views, but the views that I get, let me tell you, I am truly appreciative of. And And thank you guys so much for watching this and for understanding that this channel is going to be about the truth, and that is not going to change regardless of how many views it produces or not. Because in the end, I opened this channel with the sole intention of teaching you guys, of helping you guys understand, what gang stalking is, what real gang stalking is, what real gang stalking is not, and the fact that understanding gang stalking, can help everyone with a nice demeanor, with with someone that has the best intentions for people around them or her, that it can help them understand that there is true evil in the world. It really is. And not understanding it is, or ignoring it, or ignoring its existence is incredibly harmful. And you have to understand it. So you kind of have to invoke the evil in you in order to understand how evil can be imposed on you, on your destruction. And as I don't know who you are, but I'm just glad that you tuned in, because that way you understand what manipulation is, what the intentions of some people can be, that they might just want to destroy you simply because you remind them of what they are not and what they will never will be. And as long as you understand that of all manipulations, as long as you understand it, and as long as you are aware of how people can manipulate you, you are more unlikely to be manipulated. For example, I remember I had this conversation with a gang stalker, who pretended to be my friend. I knew he was a gang stalker from the beginning. But he was telling me, yeah, there is a difference between people that are easily manipulated and people who are stupid. So to be easily manipulated doesn't mean that you're stupid. There is a difference. But that is a trait in itself. The ease that which someone can be manipulated, and I look like an easy target. I do, because I'm always happy, I'm always like outgoing and thinking about stupid shit. And yeah, in the beginning, yeah, I was easily manipulated. Easily. For example, someone would be like, oh, I think like at work, they used to even try like when like when I was, even when I was doing something, if someone wanted me to like take care of sweep the floor, all they had to do was literally just put the floor out, the fucking broom out on the sales floor, and I would literally just go and do it, because I would be like, oh yeah, I need to sweep. That's how easily I could be manipulated, super easily. The easiest target you can possibly think. But, you get experience. You get, you understand it. And once you understand it, then those tactics are not effective anymore, But, so I'm going to tell you this, for every type of manipulation, I'm going to fall for it once. But that's it. Just once. Maybe more if there's something that I want that is hard for me to like accept. But at this point, you can just expect all these videos, because I'm not sure when it's going to be the next time that I'm going to allow myself to be manipulated into anything. Anyways, well, sorry if this channel isn't sensational and it isn't about direct energy weapons, but one thing I can guarantee you is that this channel is and will forever be is about the truth, and about helping you understand manipulation in every single type of form, phase. We might be in the future possibly talking about narcissism, about other type of manipulation, but in the end, I feel like my task in this world is literally to be manipulated in as many ways, shapes, and forms as possible, as hard as possible, by as many different people as possible, only for me to understand manipulation and to tell you guys about it. I was thinking about, making this the manipulation playbook. I think that is just as interesting as gang stalking, to be honest. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.